Welcome to the Denim and Pearls podcast. Business casual conversation laced with pearls of wisdom. Casual, authentic, unscripted dialogue about life, work, and entrepreneurship with the perfect blend of laughter and seriousness. Pull up a chair, kick back, and lean in as we welcome your hosts, Michelle Ross and Brian Swanson.
Unmute. There we go.
Oh, there we are.
There we are.
Hi, my name is Michelle Moras.
And I'm Brian Swanson.
We are Denim and Pearls. We are business casual.
With Pearls of Wisdom.
From the porch.
From the porch. So today's topic, it's really something we've been running across a lot. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know you want to. Belt it out.
Because I'm a rock star. Yeah, I was singing Pink.
Is it Pink?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like Nickelback or something.
No, you're a rock star. I got my rock show. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's it. So, what is this Rockstar thing all about?
We keep running into people who don't realize that they're celebrities. You gotta own that.
Or rock stars or anything. You tell them something and they go, no, I don't think of myself that way. And I kind of can relate because I've had many things that we've done in the past. People think that they put you on a pedestal. Mm-hmm. And when you're put up on a pedestal, you don't think you're on that pedestal. So what do you do in that case? Do you just go, no, I'm not, and you downplay it?
No, you should never have. When people recognize you as who you are and what you do, you say thank you. And so one of the things
that's one of the hardest words to say in the English language.
It is. I had to learn that really quick. Like last night, I went out to dinner with my friend. And what was crazy about it is we went to a place we've never been before. And I walked in and someone's like, oh my gosh, she's here. She can sing. Michelle's here. And I'm like, who are these people and what do they know me? I eventually recognized who they were, but it was like, it was just bizarre that here I was in a different part of town in a different place, in a place I'd never been, and knew 4 people in the room who knew me enough to tell people they knew me.
Yeah.
And then I went to a
well, it's one thing when you run across one person who you know is a big fan, but I think it's a whole different perspective when you run across somebody that you have no idea who they are.
I went to a happy juice party last night. We're in Colorado. It's not that kind of happy juice. But it was a happy juice party. And I walked in and the main lady who was speaking about it, she knew me. She knew my website. She had watched my TEDx and they're like, oh yeah, I've seen that too. And the one lady's like, oh my gosh, I have your book. And I'm like, where am I? What kind of Twilight Zone? So I write Brian. He's like, own it. I know, but it's just really weird.
Well, I guess it kind of takes you aback if you're not used to it. So in other words, you better get used to it.
But I'm used to it. It's just I think I'm used to it when I'm in a room where
Yes, I know.
bright light.
Well, I'm noticing there's a lot of shadow.
There's a light from the windows.
From the window, yeah. You've got foliage on your chest.
Yeah, I'll sit here. Oh, we do. We have foliage behind us.
Yeah, it's foliage everywhere. It's really kind of weird.
Well, anyways, It doesn't matter. The thing is, are you a rock star in what you do, in the things you do? Do you walk into a room and people do, oh my goodness, that's what so-and-so does. I know them. It's honestly what we all want as entrepreneurs, as small businesses. We want people to know what we do. So basically, you're a rock star.
Yeah, I think it's part of that. What do I want to leave as a legacy? Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody thinks I'm weird when I say the legacy I want is I want to see a tour bus go past my house and go, Brian used to live there. I mean, isn't that like the ultimate if you're like in Hollywood or something like that? You know, that this is the home or the birthplace of Brian.
We actually talked about that when we went and checked out that studio, the music studio. Mm-hmm. It's like one day someone's going to say, Michelle recorded her first album here.
Right. Well, if you look at, if you know anything about record companies and stuff like that, if you look at Sunshine Studios, they all have that famous person, whether it was Elvis that recorded there, this person that recorded there, whoever it is. And now we've got, Michelle used to record there.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Because I'm not singing, putting any albums together.
No, don't sing. Don't sing like that. Not on an album.
Hey, I don't know. There's people who've made it with bad voices
Oh
before.
my gosh, yes, most
What
definitely.
was his? What's his name? Hung.
Yeah, I was thinking the other
William
one.
Hung or whatever.
Forget you. That's what I was thinking of. Was that him? I was driving downtown and then with the girl I love.
Got me. No, I don't think that's the same person.
Forget you.
I'm talking. Oh no. That was somebody totally different.
Hi, Helene. So, anyways, back to being a rock star and owning the power you have and the knowledge that you have in whatever business you're in.
Owning who you are.
Own it.
I mean, if somebody tells you you are a rock star, somebody tells you you're awesome, I think there's more than taking the thank you, which is always the great way to go. But the other side of it is too, is you've got to take possession of it, and you start acting like that. Because we all want, I mean, in
not
any
egotistical.
Right. Well, yeah.
Just own it.
As we say in the military, lieutenant disease. They think they're all that just because they have a bar on their shoulder and they're brand new. But whether it's with your business or whatever, you've got to pop the chest out in a way, yeah, that's me, you've got to take the ownership.
Well, especially let's say if you're in insurance and you walk in the room and someone says, oh my goodness, Joe is the best. He's a rock star insurance. You must own that. Don't say, well, I'm kind of good. No, because no one wants to work with that kind of good person. They want to work with the best person there. And that's why no matter what business, if it's even the multi-level marketing, whatever it is, you want to be the one in that room where they do sales for so-and-so or sales for Brian. We're out the roof because instantly you are the rock star in that room. So you've got to not take for granted, but take the credit that you have worked hard to do what you do. You have become that specialist in whatever field it is, and own it.
Right. Well, I think one of we want to give an example of at least one of these people that we're referring to here, and I won't give who they are because we don't want to embarrass them in any way, but I have tried to set up some celebrities and different things.
You did.
I did. I've set it up for the next 6 months, something like that, 6-8 months, to bring celebrities into a local event. And I've talked to a couple of them that I consider a celebrity, and they look at me and they go, but I don't consider myself that. Yeah. I says, but you've got this movie to your credit, that movie to your credit. You've got 60 movies, 200 different films you've been in. You've written these amount of books that have major titles to them that we all know within pop culture. Why would you not think that you're a celebrity?
And I want you to understand, celebrity does not mean millionaire.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It's notoriety for something.
Yeah, because if you look at, I've become friends with a lot of celebrities over the years because of Galaxy Fest and different things. And I know the ones who live in an apartment. I mean, that's the only thing you can afford to live in LA, but.
Well, we talked about this with someone the other day where a lot of these, you only see them. I spoke about it on Mental Shift with Dr. Fab. He says, we see celebrities, we see people in big places and oh my gosh, they have the big house, the big, beautiful car, all these awesome things. I can never do it. They are celebrities. They are rock stars. They are amazing. And then you go and talk to them and they do, I lived in my car for the first 15 years and I got this one movie that shot me to one place, or I closed this one deal, I sold this huge house, and now all these millionaires are coming to me to buy their houses for me. There's stories behind the story. We only see the peak. And you've got to remember, those people you see on the peak who are owning their rock stardom, they started somewhere.
Right.
They started where you are. They started where I am, where you are. And you've got to understand that you're still growing, you're still progressing, but in order to get to that highest level, that the highest seller, the highest whatever you are in whatever business you do, you have to own that you have it so that you can get to it.
So, well, I'm also thinking too, we have a lot of local celebrities, and I don't mean movie star celebrities or writer celebrities.
Yeah, that's why I want to clarify.
I'm talking about the weatherman on the news, or the newscaster.
Matt Meisner. He's a celebrity.
He's a celebrity.
You ask him, he'll say no.
And I don't know anything about him, so I don't want to really mention that, but
he's a local weather guy here.
He's a local weather guy, but there's these people that we see in our eyes that are celebrities, but they're just like you and I. I've run across numerous celebrities that are local celebrities that you see every day, and they're pushing a baby carriage and they're having dinner at Chick-fil-A. Okay. They don't live in a big house. They don't have multi-millions. Just because they're on TV doesn't make them millionaires, but we assume that they are. We put them on that pedestal and we say, hey, you must be making a fortune. And let me tell you, newscasting is not a high-paying job.
It's a lot of work.
No, unless you get national and all that. There's always levels to everything. But
you, who we're talking to today, you are a celebrity in whatever you're doing, and you must find that celebrity status. When I was in Pampered Chef, I was the best seller of the stones ever. I mean, I could sell, the potware better than anyone else. I was a rock star in pots, things like that. What are you
in pots?
Pampered Chef had cookware, and I could sell a skillet. They have a big skillet, and I would always sell the big skillet. I was a rock star at selling that one item. And when I would go to meetings, that Michelle sold all those frying skillets again, and it's a rock star thing. You own it. But
and recognition. I mean, when we deal with MLMs and direct sales and stuff like that, there's always I call it the hoorah sessions. Okay, where they bring you up and they give you a plaque, or they clap your hands and they give you a pen because you did something phenomenal within the company.
Yes.
Okay. We all look at that and go, some of us do, I should say, not all of us, but some of us look at it and go, really? It's a pen. Really? I only did what I should have done and it was minimal. But if you take that and you own it, and then you start using the momentum to move you forward, that excitement, which was what we talked about last week. If you take that compliment, that praise, that recognition, and move yourself forward on it, the next thing you know, your prices are bigger.
Well, you heard that whole fake it till you make it. No, don't fake it. Own what you do well. Own it and ride that.
Yes.
And then add to it.
And I think, like you said, there's a step over the line to arrogance too, where you think you're the best. Well, no, you need to know you're the best, but you don't have to tell everybody you are. I think that's kind of where the difference is.
Well, and that's why it's always in my world, the speaking world, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go up and say, hi, my name is Michelle Moras. I'm a global speaker, blah, blah. Someone else does it.
Yeah, you always let somebody else tell you.
Because that's the thing. Someone else is the one who makes you the celebrity in the room. I don't go up and say, hi, I do this and I do that. I don't like doing that. It makes the whole room think, gosh, that person's a jerk. They're so egotistical. That's why you have an announcer that says all the great things you do, because even me edify you. Yes.
One of those words I hate, but I love what it means.
Because even in where I'm at now, I go on stage and do, I've got 14 books. And I downplay it. I've got 14 books. Yeah, I'm excited about it. But the other person makes it sound even better because someone else is edifying me, not me. So what are you doing? What can you be edified for? Mm-hmm. And what are you going to ride as your superpower? Be it, I have a professor. Yeah.
Superpower.
I have a professor, Dr. Cranowiter. In my mind, he is a rock star.
Who's this? Dr. Crana what?
Dr. Cranowiter. He is a rock star in the political world here in Colorado for me. For me, I know he's in Colorado, but
that's the guy we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, I think he's so awesome.
That you were talking about. Right?
Yes, I was talking about him because I think he's a rock star. He's a professor. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's a professor. He writes on politics and he has a TV show and things like that. But in my mind, he is a rock star. He's something I would send people to. I'm telling you now, he's kind of cool. If you can write Cranowiter.
If you could spell it.
Yeah. But, gosh. Yeah. Oh, anyways, he's a Lincoln expert. And I was very, very fond of Lincoln. I'm a big history fan. So in my mind, with all the things he wrote about Lincoln in the background and everything, he's a rock star to me because he knows so much about our political everything and Lincoln.
Interesting.
And then some, but I'm a history buff on Lincoln.
Well, he was an alien, right?
Now you know.
You haven't heard that one? I mean, you watch Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, but they never talk about Lincoln being an alien.
Yeah, supposedly he was an alien.
Because he's super tall.
I don't know. It just, he worked miracles, I guess. So it leads to the theory that he's an alien.
Okay, never heard that. Just the facts, man.
You just never know.
So what kind of hero are you? What kind of celebrity are you? And what are you really, really good at? And don't be shy about the things you're good at. No matter what you are, if you're in business, you are the best. You are the best on, I don't care what street. You could be the best tailor on 5th Street, okay? Then you're the best tailor on 5th Street. You don't have to say I'm the best tailor in the world. That's a fib, okay? But I'm the best in this area.
You brought up something I want to bring up too, but I want to kind of say or go along with what you just said. Okay. Are you a hero to your kids? Are you a hero to your family? Are you a celebrity to them? Do they look up to you, to your friends?
I was a celebrity to my friends before I was a celebrity to anybody else.
I never called you a celebrity.
Not you.
Oh.
How do you think I became friends with Marcel? She was talking about it last night. Marcel's one of my girlfriends. I hang out with her and Jennifer. And Beata used to chase around with me. And they called me they were my stockerazzi. People who just always want to be wherever I am. And they became friends with me because we were always together. And they were like, "Are you kidding me? You're a rock star." And I'm just me.
Yeah, well, that was really funny because when I first met Marcel and them, one of them, I think it was Marcel, says, "Yeah, I tried to be her friend because now I can learn from her and I don't have to pay her."
I know. It was Marcel who said
that. So if you want coaching, be friends with the coach.
No. Friendship does not pay the bills.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's funny. I can't believe you said that. Marcel, we just galled you out.
No, I've heard it more than once.
Yeah, she did it to Jennifer too. Oh, you should come with us. You should know. She said, "You should come with us, Jennifer." And Jennifer's like, "Well, I want to hire you and blah, blah, blah." And she's, "Don't hire her. Just hang out with her."
Friend.
Because she's always giving advice. I'm like, hey. So it's okay. But the thing is what are you so good at that everyone around you goes to you first? I mean, my photographer, I just put up new pictures, just two. My photographer, she is a rock star at headshots and branding. And I edify the heck out of her because she is the best in that business in my mind.
Well, there's a lot of folks out there that we think of that highly. It's a matter of whether they know they are.
Yeah, it's just when someone tells you are, probably are. No. You just don't see it because we're so hard on ourselves.
I mean, I'm working with these celebrities that I was telling you that I think are celebrities and they don't think that they are. It's convincing them or telling them, look, there's people who want to know who you are. They want to personally meet you. Your autograph is worth something. Your picture is worth something with your autograph on it. These are ways that you can monetize your guest celebrityism, if you will. Okay. Catch those autographs and sell them at $10, $15. You may not be somebody that we all know, like William Shatner, who, he charges $150 for an autograph, but where you're at, what is it that autograph is worth? People will pay money that know you. There are fan bases for almost everybody out there, especially in the celebrity world.
And not necessarily an autograph. I mean, not everybody walks around with headshots. He's talking celebrities, okay?
I'm talking actual movie types. Some of them are
in that mindset right now. But the thing is like with you and your business and who you want to work with and the people who you draw to your business, you want to be the rock star in that world. Like insurance. Like if I was going to get another policy.
That's a terrible thing to be a rock star in.
No, but
even though I am, that's
what I'm saying. But if I needed a bigger policy, I would go to someone I knew, liked, and trust, right? I would go to someone I thought was really good. I would probably go to Brian because I know because he's good, So those kind of things. That's a different level of rock star. I'm not going to walk up and say, "Brian, can I have your autograph?" No, I don't want his autograph unless it's on a check.
Unless it's on a check.
Never mind, just Venmo me.
Really? On a check?
Well, and Helene says it all the time. Helene's one of our avid followers, and she's a rock star in her life. And so what are you a rock star in? I know for a time period I thought I was the rock star of moms because I baked cookies and I played and I made bubbles. And I mean, I exposed my kids to all these really cool arts and sciences and brought them on field trips. And we had a great time. I was a rock star mom. So what are you?
Bubbles.
I used to love making bubbles.
Bubbles.
We would make these big things of bubbles with carob syrup, and you make these huge bubbles. We'd
With carob syrup? Really?
Yeah, you make it, and I would use a hula hoop, and we put it through the pool with the hula hoop, and I'd lift it, and it'd make huge bubbles, and the kids would run through it. I was a rock star.
I've never heard of using carob syrup.
Oh, it makes those bubbles so tough that you can. They stay and they're huge.
I missed that part as a kid.
Yeah, they were awesome. I love carob syrup.
I always wondered. I mean, dish soap does it, but I don't think they go that big.
Dish soap with carob syrup and water makes the bubbles big. They don't just pop all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Send us your videos of you making bubbles with carob syrup.
I'm telling you, it's really cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I was. You have to remember, my background's I'm a science nerd, so I would make.
I thought you were a structural engineer.
Industrial engineer.
Oh, industrial.
Yes. But yeah, so the thing is what are you a rock star in? You've got to be the best in whatever you say you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like Falcon's Edge. You can't say we're Falcon's Edge, we're a bar and grill, we're mediocre. No, you have to go out and say we're Falcon's Edge. We've got the best, right?
We suck. I can see it now. Yeah, we just suck. Please come visit us.
No, you can't do that. You say we're the best at, or some places like we have the best chili fries. Come have our chili fries. Matter of fact, they have like.
Is it lunchtime yet?
I'm hungry. Yes. Anyways, so that's the thing. Whatever you're in, what is that? Stay in the truth, okay? What is the best thing you do? And then you highlight that I am the best. So like with me, I own that I am a rock star at speaker coaches.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you've watched America's Got Talent and those kind of things. Remember back in the day, because they're like on year 25 or something. Do you remember way back in the day when they used to show the people that were bad?
Yeah.
Which, I think
my
was
mom
crazy.
says I'm the best singer. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but here's the dilemma. Here's the quandary.
What?
Do you own that and you still think you're the best, even though you're not?
Huh?
Well, you got to figure these guys are getting up there on stage. They've got no fear. They get up there and they say, I'm the best at this because my mom and my friends say I am. But yet they turn around and they actually cannot perform live to save their life.
Mm-hmm.
So do they take the attitude of owning the fact that they're the best? Or do they own the fact that they've got to improve and they're just waiting on bigger people to tell them that they're better?
Or, like I said, you may be the best singer in your house. You may be the best singer in your church. You may be the best rock star singer in your entire block. Own where you are and then see where you want to go and start working towards it every day.
Well, what I usually do is if like me singing, okay.
He's gotten so good.
I've gotten better. I don't run everybody out of the bar now, but even at that point, it's still just a fun little thing. I mean, karaoke is a fun thing to do. It's whatever, and if I sound bad, I'll own the fact that I sound bad. And then I'll just laugh it off as, hey, thanks for, because I have had compliments on some of my songs.
When you sound bad, whatever you do and you fail, okay?
I usually turn it off and do another song.
That word failure, there is no failure. There's a stumble block. So Brian, we're going to use Brian in karaoke. He used to sing and it was like, ooh, he's off key. Ooh.
Oh, no, you used to say I was great.
No, I didn't.
You tried to boost my ego.
I tried to. You were really good till you got to that one part when you went into the wrong key. Next time, don't go in the wrong key. Don't sing that song. Why don't you sing one of these songs? It's a little better. Why don't you not? So basically, he kept singing and finding his mark, finding the things he does really well.
Right.
And he's found some songs that, dang, he is really, really good at.
Mm-hmm.
And so he may not be a rock star, but he's a rock star at that song when he sings it. Okay? Own where you are, know where you're going. I say that a lot about having a goal and having that GPS compass going there and being flexible in how you get it. But you are a rock star in whatever your business is in something, or you would have never started that business.
But I don't have high expectations or dreams of being a singer either.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I'll own the fact that I've got a couple good songs. I'll own the fact that I still suck, but I won't own the fact that I'm trying to make a new career out of singing.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
I sing very well.
Gee, thanks.
But you put me you put me on a song like Janis Joplin, and I can sing it, but it hurts. So no, I'm never going to be a rock star.
Well, you've even gotten better at that.
I know, but
because you're figuring out where she's at and how you can do.
I actually listened to her song once. I just sang it cold the first couple of times. But the thing is not everyone's great at everything. Right. And you're not going to be a rock star in every aspect of your business, even
or your life.
Like I said, with insurance, you're not going to be the best seller of the policies of blah, blah, blah. You're going to be of all of it. You're really good at selling life insurance, things like that. Find the niche you are very good at and amplify it.
I'm actually pretty good. I've got an 80% close rate.
I'm not talking to you. So my thing is like I said, when I was doing Pampered Chef, I didn't sell the catalog. Okay. I got really good at talking about one really good product that I swore by and became a rock star at selling that one product. Mm-hmm. I never even tried to sell the rest of the magazine. It was like the catalog. Oh yeah, they have really great. That's why I became a consultant. But this skillet, and I would talk about the skillet.
Did you own one?
I own 3.
You own 3. So yeah.
You know why I have 3? I have one for my house, one for my cabin, and one just in case anything ever happens to
the first 2.
I'm serious. I love that thing.
Well, that also brings up the point of you've also got to own the products that you sell.
Oh, you better own the products.
If you're going to sell pots and pans, you better put those things in your cupboard. If you're going to have a life insurance policy, you better have one in your safe from the same company.
If you're a coach, you better have a coach.
Right. I hate that, but yeah, that's true.
I was just
even coaches. I mean, even Tiger Woods has a coach.
Everyone has a coach. You always can improve, and so be the rock star in improvement and finding the best version of you. I was just telling someone again last night about my. I have a speaker boot camp coming up. Brian and I are doing this boot camp thing on the 29th and 30th of September here in Colorado Springs.
Yep.
And I said, come. And she says, what do you do? I said, well, I'll coach you on stage live. I'll adjust you and do it again. And blah, 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 blah. You'll be able to record it and we'll blah, 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 blah. Basically, you're going to come out there very confident with whatever you're going to talk about. And she says, well, I'm really afraid for that feedback because you might be kind of tough on me. And I said, 1, you want your coach to be kind of tough on you, but gentle at the same time. And 2, my coach is not nice to me. My coach does, Michelle, you can do better than that. Do it again. And makes me leave, redo it all, and then come back with a whole new video of the whole speech, even though there's only, and I'll keep repeating and keep fixing it and sending it in. And he'll say, yeah, is this it? Is this all you got? I mean, really, is this all you got? And I cannot make it any better. And he'll say, good, then you're ready. I'm like, really? You tortured me to find where I said one word that was off. And he never told me where it was off. He'd just say, not good enough, do it again. And I would have to do it again and do it again until I found it.
That's painful.
It was painful. But you ever see me on stage? I'm pretty dang good. I'm good. Why? Because I'm as hard on myself as he is on me. And I'm not as mean to all of my clients as I am, but I am pretty tough. Why? Because it helped me become the speaker I am today.
Well, I think our Rockstar thing the format that we're on right now, or topic, I guess, is kind of that positive thing when people tell you something. And I have to agree, feedback is a bear. I hate asking for feedback. Even when you own a business, you've got to put the stuff out there and say, how was our service? How was our this? How was our that? And get those comments. But I know that they're hard to do. They really are, because you're scared of you're scared of that negative feedback coming back. But you have to have that negative feedback in order to grow. Now, the ones who come back and insult you and do all those kind of, you can push that aside. But it's still some of that stuff that you think you're really good at. And some people say, yeah, you might want to try and take it up a notch. But you do have to have the feedback. You have to ask the questions.
You must get feedback
and
improve upon the things you want to improve upon.
And get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. I mean, when I early in my speaking days, people would complain that I sang in my speeches. They'd say, speakers don't sing. I do. Okay. And I took it out and I changed. I changed. I wasn't the same speaker. And then when I started moving again and running around, I put the song back in because it's part of me.
Right.
It's uniquely me. So what
Well,
Rockstar
that would be like
aspect
me giving
makes
a
you,
100% serious speech.
yeah,
Yeah.
what makes you special is what makes you different makes you special.
Me makes me special. Don't believe me, just ask me.
So anyways, I need to sing something for Helene before we get off the air, but I'll think about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What?
I don't know, because we haven't said anything that
So
leads to a title tonight.
when someone says to you or introduces you as the best blah, 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 or I trust them, they are the most amazing, they help me, say thank you and smile. And when someone says, oh, really, you're the best blah, 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 you do? I guess I am.
I've been told.
Or so I've been told. And so I want you to
I can relate to
understand
that.
you can say, but now I keep thinking all of me in my head. I'll think about it, Helen.
Me.
No, it's all of me. Why not take all of me? Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to sing too much because Denim and Pearls, our podcast, keeps getting tagged for music rights or something like that. And they're saying we've been singing for 20 minutes and it's music rights.
But it's all in foreign countries, so I'm not too worried about it.
It's really, really weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the thing. Rockstar. You are Rockstar in whatever you choose to be that you are very good at. Own it. Go find it. Own it. And when people tell you what you're good at, believe them. Amplify it. Get better at it. Because I did not know I was a funny speaker until someone kept telling me people kept telling me I was funny. I'm like, no, I'm talking serious topics. They do, well, you're pretty funny at it. I do, So now I purposely will put in humor because my topics are so intense.
Well,
I have to give
leads,
people time to breathe.
Yeah, that leads to the skills and the techniques. You always hate somebody who's dead serious and monotone.
I've never been dead serious or monotone.
So yeah,
but
it's a teaching technique.
But I didn't realize I was funny.
Technique.
And so people think funny, haha, when sometimes it's just funny. Oh, that's good. Okay.
So I think it was pretty good stuff.
I think so.
So if you think so too, share for us.
Share the live stream. But
Share
go be a rock star in whatever you do. Go find that one thing you're great at and be it to the best of your ability. And
you have them this time.
I do. Did you notice something about us today? Black on black. We're black on black. Yeah, we did not plan this.
Okay, AC/DC, you are not.
I cannot sing AC/DC.
You almost had that right. Have a great weekend.
Peace. See you next week.
Peace.